So kind of moving on to the marketing assets, this is what I kind of jumped to before. Here's kind of Mike's thoughts on what we can do to better influence perceptions in our marketing assets.
Let me add this, and this really plays for structures, integrity, resilience, water efficiency, healthy, kind of plays for everything about this new versus used message. But if you think of a new home like a person, and you think of it as healthy, fit, and fashionable. If you're thinking of you as a person, you can be healthy and not fit and need to get in shape, okay? Let's think of healthy as everything from the bones, the structure, the health things, and build tight, ventilate that we're going to be talking about. But if you think about healthy, and then you think, okay, but I'm not fit. Fit's the technology that goes into the home that makes the home run and work like it's supposed to. So I'm healthy, I'm not fit, I don't work right. If I'm fit, now for a home, the analogy is it is all connected. It does work the way it's supposed to work and efficiently, and it's connected to me to run my home. And then fashionable is that design, personalization, that end of it. Because if I'm healthy and fit and I dress like a slob, I'm not going to be very attractive and not going to be at my best. But if I'm healthy, fit, and fashionable, now I am going to live my best life. As well as, if it's the home analogy, healthy, fit, and fashionable means that home is going to be most attractive because it will elevate my lifestyle and improve my living experience. And that will sell for more money, and that will sell in any marketplace because it will sell to people who are looking not just for housing, but that are looking to improve their life. And that's a big majority that are out there. And it's the people with money and credit, even in a down market, that will be the ones that will be attracted to a healthy, fit, and fashionable home.
Reactions?
I feel personally attacked because I'm not healthy, fit, or fashionable.
And I think Mike talked about this yesterday in his little cameo appearance, is that our salespeople sometimes may not be ones that are buying new homes themselves, and so their mindset is more geared towards what it shouldn't be. And so trying to make sure that we're going to get to talking about how we can better arm our salespeople, is that maybe they can't empathize as much with their potential customer because they're not in that same position. I don't know. Thoughts?
With our marketing assets, I'm heavily involved in like blockchain, and we build video games and we do experiences in the metaverse and all that stuff already. So my knowledge of that, and knowing that Gen Z's here and that they call the next one the Gen Alpha, they're coming, everything needs to be their idea. And from sales, in my experience, I've always done a lot better when I've always made everything as like it was their idea. They decided to buy this off of me because I laid it out right to them. That's how we look at with the marketing assets. If I never have to talk to a customer and they bought, that's huge, meaning your assets, your marketing assets were correct. You hit the point. So we look at that. That's how we're doing our perceptions of it is, what if we never had to say a word to them and they bought?
And what you're saying is with Gen Z and the next generation is that they're inclined and kind of prefer to do a sales experience without talking to someone in person.
They don't want to talk to us. They want to go to TikTok and buy stuff.
So are we ready for this? Are we ready for buyers who don't want to talk to us, who just want to be able to do everything online?
Better get used to it. That's how they buy. Everything. That's how they buy everything. They want to immerse and they want to engage, but they want to do it on their own terms. They don't want to hear from you. They don't want to be sold anything.
And if they do have to talk to you, they will have done all of their research. Not necessarily good research, right, but they will have done what they believe to be the right research before coming to talk to you.
They'll come to us with exactly what they need to put ink to paper. They've already made up their own mind. So your marketing assets better be pretty damn good because they're going to make up their mind without you. We're not going to be selling people anymore.
So
We're going to be educating them, but we're not going to be selling them. That's an
How
excellent-
many of you, by show of hands, feel like you're ready for that type of customer? Just happened to you 2 days ago. Okay.
Really? Yeah. She just wanted to know what she needed to sign and how she could pay.
Or already had made up the mind before she'd come into the home.
Yep.
We've got a bit of time, so just walk us through what this was like.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
get the
interested.
microphones
I want to hear this because we dealt with it
It's
a lot
not that
lately.
interesting of a story, really. I feel like dumb luck follows me around sometimes. So this buyer found we have an almost completed inventory home, and she did all of her research through Realtor.com. Looked at all the pictures that we had on there. We had just updated the description to be very accurate and current with the state of that home. That it's 3 weeks from move in or whatever the details were. She just needed inside, like at that moment. She said, "I'm here," and this is a custom home, kind of in a rural area. She said, "I'm here. How do I get in?" So I was literally boarding the plane to come here. Was able to get one of our partners, to drive across town, open it. She walked in and said, "Okay, great. How do I pay the deposit?"
And what was the approximate age of this customer? Is it fit the Gen Z, or was it just a very
I guess this would be millennial.
Millennial.
Yeah. Google executive in Austin.
So it's coming. Mm-hmm. I think you're going to see it more often. And so
Yeah.
when we talk about marketing assets is trying to prepare a way to be able to make it more frictionless for customers who want to have that type of experience, because if they can't find the information they're looking for online, they may call you, or else they're just going to look to the next house, the next.
Yeah, and we're not in a place yet where we need to abandon Web 2 because everybody still needs Web 2. They need web access to things. They need access, marketing assets, knowledge, education, all through a Web 2 environment. But the things that are happening in Web 3, if you guys aren't knowing what that technically means, which a lot of people don't, you got to start looking into it, or you're going to get smoked by the people that are in Web 3.
How would you describe the difference between Web 2 and Web 3?
Web 3 is immersive. Web 3 is not what Web 2 is. If you look at Web 2, I go to a website, it's like a billboard, and I have some options to click on certain things to get info or to reach out to you. Web 3 is I'm in it. I'm seeing it, I'm touching it, I'm smelling it, I'm feeling it. I'm doing everything on my own without you.
So I can give an example. I did some research recently on MAC Cosmetics, so makeup. They increased their conversion rate by over 100% through mobile for mobile sales, just by having not just pop-ups. Pop-ups are annoying, but they popped up stories and immersive content where, depending on what you clicked on, it would give you not information about the product, but information about someone who used the product and their story, which is engaging and draws them in, and then gives them another reason to buy. And so what the way you're describing Web 2 is click here for more information, and maybe you have a little blurb about this person. This is, no, you're looking at this product, we're going to tell you this story. You can close it if you want. We're going to tell you the story. And their conversion rate when they used that was increased by 113%.
And here's something a lot of people aren't going to want to know but face at some point. Influencers and celebrity endorsers are going to be our future. They're going to want to be, when we're talking about immersive means they want to hear Kim Kardashian tell us how cool the house is.
Not just Kim Kardashian, because so my wife is interested in home design and interior design, that stuff. It's not her career. It's not anything she's trained in. It's just when she goes onto Instagram, that's what she likes to look at. And so she's looking at influencers. Mm-hmm. I've never heard of these people. They aren't Kim Kardashian. They're people who have made their name entirely on Instagram and TikTok.
Yep.
Just doing this, posting little videos, little clips that I personally find tremendously annoying. But my wife loves it, and she eats it up, and then she's like, oh, we got to get one of these baskets. I saw it in the video and all that. And it's because she saw it on Instagram, not because she was looking for that type of product in the first place.
It's well said. Give you another example, not to do with housing. We have a sports video game that we've got out now on mobile, and we released. Got a guy, it's a billiards game playing pool, and he's an influencer on TikTok. The guy's got 2.5 million people, and he came to us with a healthy price tag, and he said, let me show you for a week how many downloads you'll get. You don't pay me anything. You get 6 days. Of course we paid him. It's insane how big influencers and celebrity endorsements, but you said influencers are going to be the way we market. So when we're talking about perceptions of marketing assets, I'm not saying we're going to abandon Web 2 right now. We're years away from it. But if we're not doing Web 3, the older Gen Z gets, the older Gen Alpha gets, we're going to have kids that are playing video games, making income and a lot of money at the age of 14 to 15 years old, and they will be able to afford houses. They will be off of playing video games. That's what's coming.
You know
Web 3.
about the TikTok shop?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you don't know, TikTok is taking steps to open an online store for their influencers to be able to sell stuff. And it's not just the online store. They're starting to build a network of warehouses and logistics across the country. Their intention is to rival Amazon.
Yep.
Whether that will come to fruition in terms of the scope that they're looking at or not,
I believe
who
it will.
knows? But that's the way they want people to be able to watch TikTok videos and with one click buy the product and TikTok will ship it to them.
I believe it will. I'll tell you why. My daughter's 24 years old. She's got a girl she played softball with in college, a couple years younger. Girl makes over 5 digits a month curling her hair and flattening her hair on videos. She's influencing millions of people to buy curling irons. And those companies are sending her free product and paying her 5 digits a month.
And soon they'll be able to just say, I'm going to buy this.
She's been doing this since she was 16 years old.
Yeah.
She's been making that kind of money since she was 16. She's 21 now. Her dad came to me and he's like, dude, what is my kid doing? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm not going to say she's doing anything bad. But he's wondering, he's worried. He's like, how the hell is she making all this money? That's how she's making it. They're big. They're big influencers. They're going to market things.
So before we all get too anxious about this,
Yes.
let's talk about some positive things about
Yes.
this trend. Is that where before we may have been spending $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 on very pre-produced videos for our products, what I've seen in other industries now is that the customers that want this immersive experience, they don't want the pre-produced video. They literally want the selfie video like this walking around the house because it's more authentic. Is that the case with this as well?
Very true. I could just keep going on and on because I'm in this, but I got a friend who's a tattoo artist. He's got over 1 million followers just on Facebook. His most popular videos are him and his kid walking the dog. And he's talking about a tattoo he did while he's walking his dog with his kid. That does like 10x. It's organic. That's what it is.
So the benefit is the cost to produce this type of content is dramatically less if you're doing it yourself or you're bringing in an intern who understands that generation. It's not the old set up all the lights and fancy video. It's literally an iPhone doing a lot of the video.
Not to get too far off topic from resilient
We've
structural integrity,
totally
but,
but
yes.
it's good.
Sorry.
But it has to be authentic.
Yep.
It's the authenticity that sells it. If it seems like a sales pitch, if it seems artificial, it will get rejected. Absolutely 100%. It has to be real. That's what they're looking for. Like you said, the guy walking his dog, it's because they're not thinking this guy staged this video so that he could post it and get all these followers. It's just he posted a nice video of him and his son walking the dog, and they want to see real. They want to see authentic.